Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and in this small little bit of a replay, we are in our ARP Congo, and just to the north of us, not that dude, that gentleman, that ship over there, the ARP Ashigara. Watch this salvo. He's low on health, fired between the islands, wasn't really thinking much. Let's kind of follow these in. Unfortunately, we're not going to see anything, but if we're lucky, we get a hit for over penetration, grants us a kill. So that was a very, very lucky shot. I was very impressed with that. We were very fortunate that we were actually able to hit. So I will see you in the next replay. Alright everyone, welcome back to the next replay on Funday Sunday, and we are out with our Admiral Hipper, and this game really came down to the wire, and it was really good. It got really exciting. So we are playing on North Winters. It's called North, I believe. And I probably should actually Northern Lights. Good lord, how can I? I've been playing this for how long? Anyway, on our team we have a Bismarck, Scharnhorst, Ibuki, Donskoy, Admiral Hipper, Benskola, York, Fletcher, Kagero, Benson, Hatsuharu, and a Kiev. On the enemy team, there is a Turbits, Colorado, Gneisenau, Baltimore, Ibuki, Hipper, Kutuzov, Miyoko, Fletcher, Udaloy, Benson, and Hatsuharu. So we were moving down to A, and as you can see, no one else is moving to A. So maybe kind of a bad choice, a little bit, because there is a Miyoko, an Admiral Hipper, and a enemy Colorado, all moving to A at this time. Yeah, this might have been a bad choice on my part, but we'll see how this goes. So, good thing about the Admiral Hipper is her range, and that's really what you need to try to use for your benefit, is firing more at range than always getting close. There are times when you can get close, but this one time, it's not bad. So I fired at the enemy Miyoko, and oh yeah, his engine's out. So, but we still got about 9,000 points of damage, 4 penetrations, 3 overpens, and 1 incapacitation. So I adjust my aim. Hopefully we can take out this enemy Miyoko. Fingers crossed. And oh, really? Really? Incapacitation again. Get a penetration, but hopefully 3rd time's the charm. Fingers crossed. We'll see. He does disappear, but we do take down the Admiral Miyoko, apparently. The Miyoko, so very nice. Now this Hipper, this enemy Hipper on the enemy team, keep an eye on him. He is actually going to be around for a while, surprisingly. So he's moved off, he's outside my range, but all that's left is the Colorado, so we're gonna kind of fire at him, and the penetration on the German line is fantastic. It has one of the best penetrations on cruisers lines. We got 2 penetrations, 1 bounce, 1 overpen, but we got about 4,000 points of damage. Very nice. Now you can see that Colorado is actually holding his fire. He's waiting for me to show broadside, so I'm gonna start turning away as quick as I can. Ooh, can we dodge? Ooh, we dodge. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Because as the game progresses, I am going to need my health. Fired another salvo, and you can see that we got about 3,000 points of damage. Now, the reason why that damage roll is like that is due to the armor. Certain sections on the Colorado, for example, is thicker and thinner. So those where my shells are penetrating thinner armor are actually providing more damage, because they're not going through as much armor to actually get into the inside and exploding. So that's why you get those different damage rolls, as you saw there. We got 3,000 for 1 penetration, while previously we got only about 2,000 points of damage for another. So that's why you see that kind of different damage roll. It just depends on where your shells are hitting, and other variables, as well as like over penetration or even angling, armor angling. So we're kind of in a awkward position. Colorado's not really open to us, but there is a enemy Hatsuharu. It looks like he was hoping to go and try to torpedo our friendly battleship, which is the Bismarck, which is the tier 8 German ship. But he ran across us, and also there is going to be a friendly destroyer that's going to help out. It looks like he is currently helping out. We get decent damage, about 2,475. Not bad at all. Got an incapacitation. Doing decent damage at the very least. Now, the Bismarck is doing alright. Let's kind of keep an eye on him, because unfortunately we can't really see the Hatsuharu unless he decides to pop out, and I do use my hydroacoustic, which has that really new cool sound effect. This is probably one of the few times I've actually heard it, and there's a Hatsuharu who's trying to get away, but he is on fire, and there is a friendly destroyer just to the left of him. It looks like the friendly Benson is trying to help out. Hopefully the Benson can get him, because the Hatsuharu is going to provide a very narrow profile, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to get a hit unless he does that. Get another fire on the Hatsuharu, leaving him very low on health. He is burning at least in one place, and hopefully we can take out him. But our team, on the other hand, is not doing so good. Now we've captured we captured B and D. But the enemy team has captured C, and majority of their ships are actually over at D at this time. And it's not going to go well for us, I'll tell you that much. Now, the Admiral Hipper is currently coming, and I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that cut. I got a random phone call, don't exactly know why. But anyways, so the enemy Admiral Hipper is moving up. He's trying to take out the friendly Hatsuharu, which unfortunately went down. So that leaves the friendly Bismarck fighting the Colorado, and you would think the Colorado would die to the enemy Bismarck, but yeah, we'll see. So, for some odd reason, my shells do not go where I really want them to, maybe due to the fact I wasn't aiming properly or misjudging his speed, which is fully plausible. But we are getting some decent damages and whatnot. Now, unfortunately, our friendly Bismarck did go down, and I can't see anything. We can't see anything due to the fact that both the enemy Benson and the friendly Hatsuharu dropped smoke. So, yeah, not good. And I'm gonna try to move away because there is still a Colorado around as well as the Hipper. I really would like to get rid of him. He is kind of a pain. But my major concern is going to be the Colorado. We get decent damage, 4,000, and there's the Colorado with 23 points of health. Wow. We fire a shot, but the good lord. The friendly destroyer takes out the enemy Colorado, which is highly unfortunate. But at the exact same time, our team is losing. I mean, we're close on points, but we've lost almost all our ships. We only have 2 cruisers and 2 destroyers versus 2 destroyers, 3 cruisers, and a enemy battleship. So, not very good. Now, the Admiral Hipper has switched over to high explosive, and I'm pretty certain he's been firing AP at us the whole time. Now, I'm going to switch targets to this enemy Fletcher because he's actually a more dangerous target per se than the Admiral Hipper, especially to our friendly Benson, which I want to keep around as long as possible. So I switch over to high explosive, and hopefully we can get a good hit, get an incapacitation. Did about 2,000 points of damage, not bad. And, oh, yep, of course he's popping smoke, so I fire salvo, but unfortunately I misjudge the speed on the enemy Fletcher, and my shells go a little long, so that's unfortunate. And this is one thing that's a little weird, that enemy Fletcher, you would think would be firing. I would. I mean, I know the enemy Fletcher has decent range, and I'm still detected. But maybe he's trying to be sneaky. I think that's probably why. That's probably why he hasn't fired. Now this Admiral Hipper, still running away. Fired high explosive. Got around 1,500 points of damage. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Hopefully we can take him out. Oh, there's torpedoes. He did fire torpedoes. And fortunately, I think we're going to be okay. We do get hit by the Admiral Hipper, but he's on full-on retreat. And I don't think he's going to be much of an issue here soon. So I do slow up, because we want to cap at least A, because we don't have any points at this time. And he's so close to dying. Just die. Die already. Now fired a high explosive salvo. I don't think it's going to be meant to be, because the enemy Fletcher shows back up. And here you can see I'm debating whether or not I should, and I finally do decide to turn around, but the enemy Benson is going to go down. We do have high explosive ready. Fletcher very low on health. Can we get rid of him? Come on. Oh, the Benson took out the enemy Fletcher, but there is an Udaloy. There's an Udaloy that just popped up and took out the friendly Benson. Oh no. And the Admiral Hipper is still firing at us. I think he gets a good hit on us. About 7,000 points of damage, which is not good. So our team is not doing really well. There's only me and a friendly destroyer, and he's not going to be around for very much longer. Yeah, but at least we have A, and we have C, but there is, let's take a look, a Tirpitz, a Baltimore, a Buki, and the Admiral Hipper, which he did actually a really good job. 3 kills. Not bad. So the Udaloy is still rushing me, and I don't really want to get torpedoed. My hydroacoustic just went down, which is highly unfortunate, so I'm going to have to rely on just trying to cause as much damage as I can and try to avoid any torpedoes that he does send our way. Ugh. So I do kind of swing out. His engine is knocked out. Very nice. And I'm lining up torpedoes just in case he does continue forward. But it looks like he's going to be popping smoke. Yep, I think he's just popped smoke. But his engine was still out, so that means I can still fire where he was. Now, for some odd reason, I switched to armor piercing. Don't exactly know why, but I did. I don't think I realized that I was firing armor piercing until just now. We do get a penetration on him, but there's no real good way to know where he is. So that means I can actually get turned around. Now, I'm not detected, so I can get closer. Now I can fire randomly, hoping to get a shot at him, but don't really get a good hit, or actually hit anything. But there's one good news. Our hydroacoustics is up in about 7 seconds. And it's German hydroacoustic, which has a range about 5.5 kilometers, something like that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use it. Ah, there he is. Oh, he is very low on health. Trying to back up, but goodbye. Very, very nice. Now we've taken out the enemy Udaloy. That makes our second kill of the game. We did about 80,000 points of damage. Not bad. But the friendly destroyer is trying to be sneaky. I'm trying to think what the enemy destroyer... It's a Kagero. Is trying to be sneaky, and he's trying to sneak in. But there's also one thing to keep in mind. Where's the Admiral Hipper? Now, last time we saw him, he was down around I-3. He was moving around that island, but we haven't seen him for a little while. Don't really know where. Now, at this point, I want to capture B. I mean, there's not really much I can do. I think the closest ship to me is that cruiser that was last seen at D8, E8, somewhere around there. And I'm gonna see if I can capture B. Still don't. Oh, we are detected by plane. And we weren't detected when we were sailing this way, so that must mean that he's moving up between those islands, which is very useful. And very unfortunate because the plane actually gives away his position, which allows me to start turning away and not show as big broadside. And oh, there he is. Fire salvo, and I'm gonna start turning away. And finally got rid of the Admiral Hipper. Very, very nice. But there's also the enemy turrets. Ah, bugger. He's firing high explosive. Don't know if I agree with that. Maybe he was clearing out his barrel for the enemy destroyer. That's probably it. Now, granted, my torpedoes are 6 kilometers. It still might be possible for the turrets to run into them. Maybe. Now, it was not detected because the detection on the Admiral Hipper, at least mine is around 12.3, I believe. And well, there's not really much I can do. I'm going to have to actually retreat because his turrets proved a threat. But in retrospect, him firing high explosive, it's honestly not that big of a threat. Like, I was expecting to have to deal with armor piercing, but he's firing high explosive. Don't know if I agree with that. Oh well. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to win this. Just due to the points, and they have 3 points to our 1, and I'm having to kind of fall back. But it was still a really good game. It was very close battle, especially with those enemy destroyers. Still really fun. So I will see you guys in the next replay. See you there. So in this replay, we are in our ARP Congo once again, and we just took out the enemy ARP Congo as well. And my friend Jay was in his Konig, and he just decided to ram the enemy Congo. So we're doing pretty good. The team, as far as on both sides, it's even, except for they have a carrier and they have a destroyer. We have 3 battleships and a cruiser. We're not doing so hot on the caps, unfortunately. We only have 1, we have A, while the enemy team has both B and C. So, not bad. I mean, the enemy team's doing really well. And there, the ARP Congo is currently fighting with the Kaiser. But the reason why I wanted to point out this replay is the enemy destroyer, which we will see him actually quite soon. Right now we have to deal with this Kaiser. It shouldn't be a big problem. But I believe the friendly ARP Congo is going to have destroyer issues here soon. Now you can see on the minimap, let's go ahead and blow this up a little bit, that the enemy destroyer is actually really close to the friendly ARP Congo. And the Minakaze did send torpedoes, but look like they missed. But it's a Minakaze, fast reload on the torpedoes. Not as fast as the Isakaze, but still pretty darn fast. And here I'm just trying to get in there to kind of help deal with this Minakaze. I do load HE for this situation, but our friend in the Congo just got destroyed by the enemy Minakaze, which is not good. And our friendly cruiser just went down as well to the, I believe, the enemy New York. I believe that's who was killed. So all that's left is on my team is a Kaiser, and the enemy team has a Langley, a New York, and a Minakaze, which just recently he got his Kraken Unleashed. And at this point, I'm really debating whether or not to actually move into B. You can see there, I was starting to think about going around, but I was like, I'll actually go in there, and I bring my guns to the port side of the ship. And this is actually very important because watch my back guns. My back guns will save my life. So I finally decided, okay, let's just go in there. We'll keep our bow straight and narrow as possible. And that's one good thing about the Congo is it's very narrow. And the Minakaze did appear. And oh yes, there's also dive bombers incoming. And there's torpedoes. Oh, crud. We're going to take 1, 2. Okay, had to heal the flood. Fortunately, the Langley is a tier 4, so the AA on the Congo is pretty nice, and I've taken very little HE damage. So a lot of my AA guns are still viable. And oh, there's that Minikaze. He just came out of his smoke screen, probably to fire off more torpedoes. And my guns are to bear. Get at least one hit, knocked off his engine as well, I believe a torpedo. And oh, watch this. Watch this. Ooh, that was extremely close. Now, my back guns are actually starting to turn around because I'm pointing to the starboard side. But the Minikaze is trying to be very quick, and that's the issue with battleships. The guns turn incredibly slow, and he makes a minor mistake. Let's see. Guns are actually about to fire. There we go. And there we go. We took out the enemy Minikaze with the back guns of the Congo, and I was feeling pretty good. I looked at chat and said grr. Pretty good. So that is, you know, it's nice to take out the Minikaze, but the friendly Kaiser just went down to the enemy New York. I still have to deal with the enemy Langley that is around, and he's actually being smart. He's keeping me spotted for their friendly New York. Now, I do slow up because I want to capture B. And oh, there is the New York. Oh, we have AP at least loaded. He's fired a salvo. My salvo went a little forward, and then I corrected, and we get a Citadel that was not entirely needed. But at the same time, I also sped up, which is going to cost me precious seconds because I go out of cap. And look at the points right now. 492 to 685. You're thinking, yeah, that's not bad. We have about 6 minutes left, and we still have to make up almost 200 points. And I still have to deal with the enemy Langley's torpedoes, which are incoming right now. So I'm going to turn in and hopefully try to avoid these torpedoes. And fortunately, we are able to dodge this because he dropped a little bit too close. And that's something new carrier players learn. They'll learn where and when is to properly drop your torpedoes to where they would actually activate. And you'll see this happen a few times in this video, as well as understanding when or how fast ships are going and where you should be dropping them. Alright, sorry about that. So pretty much the rest of the game is going to be me capping. Now, I could have chased down the Langley because I am in a Congo and I probably could have caught him, but my issue is I don't exactly know where he is. And if I do not cap and ensure that even if the time runs out, will we win? So that's why I actually make sure that I cap. I wanted to ensure that we actually get a victory. I did not want to lose this because this was a really good game and I wanted to ensure that we won. Yes, granted, it probably would have been more fun to find the Langley, because the Langley, for everyone that does not know, goes, I believe, a whopping 15 knots, which is half the speed of the Congo, and the Congo is a quick ship. But once again, I kind of have a general idea. I believe the Langley is actually hiding. Let's see, can I steal my mouse? Kinda, sorta. There we go. Hopefully you can see my mouse. I believe he's hiding kinda in these islands. Last known position was right here, but he's probably hiding in that area. That's where his planes keep coming from, and I don't want to say that he probably doesn't know this tactic, but I don't think he's sending them a long way around, because I think he's more concerned about just getting me killed, ensuring that they win. But hey, you never know. He might actually be doing this. But yeah, right now, all that's pretty much that's going to happen is just me selling straight to sea, capping, and winning the game due to time. Because we have about 4 minutes on the timer, and not really much he can do. He will be sending torpedo planes. I think the torpedo planes will be incoming here soon. You can see here I'm actually gonna be going up to speed. I went ahead and moved up the speed. Actually, I think this is actually normal speed. I think I was actually on a slower speed. So one thing I would like to point out is if you're in this situation and you do have planes, because I'm spotted, you can see that I'm detected by a plane, and you know where I'm going, move the opposite direction. Go for A. That's what I would have done with the Langley. Granted, you're not a fast ship, but the Langley could at least possibly get to A. Now, watch this drop. You know, 2 planes incoming. And... nope. I mean, he was close. I mean, he almost got me. But with the Congo speed, she's fast. So if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zai Jen.